By what name are you known?
There are some who call me Tim.
Welcome to another episode of Timmy Talks, the channel where we talk old school magic. And today we are going to look at a match between Wouter on the left, who is playing a black land destruction, against Richard on the right, who is playing Deadguy ill. And I believe it's Wouter on the play. And let's see, they're taking their hands. And we're going to see who starts. Let's have a look. And it's a Soul Ring, turn 1 for Wouter. And, ooh, Dark Ritual. There is Jusum Jin. There's the 5/5 Arabian Nights Classic. And there's a Suchi on the board. First damage for Richard from the Jusum. And an attack, hit him for 5, down to 15, taking a damage. And, ooh, there's a lot of action here at the start. That was a sinkhole on the strip mine. Boom. Oh, that's, you don't see that card often. That's making the City of Brass into a swamp. In this case, it's not as useful because Richard plays with black, playing Deadguy Ale, and a little splash of blue. That's why that Underground Sea is there. Attacking, and okay, they're happy with the trade, so that's a Suchi gone for Wouter and a Jusum gone for Richard. So it looks like a good trade for Wouter, but yeah, there's a hippie. So Richard just wants to put as much pressure on Wouter as possible. And okay, he's attacking, he's pumping up the factory. So it's 3 damage there for Richard. And Richard's attacking back with the hippie. Great, of course, for Richard, because Wouter's losing a card here, and there goes a Drain Life. And a Sengir Vampire on the board. And, ooh, there's an Hypnotic Spectre for Wouter as well. So 2 hippies on the side, but Richard has that Sengir Vampire, so he's definitely on the... He definitely has some advantage. That's what I'm trying to say here. Oh, there is a Time Walk, so that's an extra turn for Richard. He's attacking again with the Sengir Vampire, and all of a sudden, Wouter is down to just 5 life, and then he has to cast that hippie. His hand is empty. This looks like a losing situation. He has to block the Sengir, so the Sengir becomes 5. That means one hit with the Sengir, and he wins the game. So Wouter needs something useful here. Will he draw something useful? And no, it's a Paralyze. It's not going to help him in this case. And that's the first win for the Deadguy Ale deck from Richard. Game number 2. It's Wouter still on the play since he lost. And let's see if he can get that win and that we need a third game. There's a Library of Alexandria for Richard. So that's a pretty good start here. And I'm hoping for an evil presence. Oh, man. Okay, still... Okay. Sinkhole. It would have been so cool to put an evil presence on that Library of Alexandria. Ooh, and Richard is discarding cards here. He is in trouble. He needs mana. He needs mana bad. And he's throwing away his Royal Assassin. Such a cool card. Suchi comes on the battlefield there, and it seems that pain is coming next turn for Richard, unless he can do something. There's a ritual, so he's got 7 in his mana pool now. Ooh, that is impressive. So he's got a Jusum Jin, and he's playing a tutor. Well, he's playing with the blue power, so I think I know what he's going to look up, and I'm sure you do as well. I see 3 cards in the future, and here is kind of where I think Wouter's plan lacks a little bit, because he's playing land destruction, but he has no artifact destruction. So I think I would splash in some blue for the red for the artifact destruction. Anyway, let's go back to the game. He's swinging in with a Suchi and a factory. 6 damage for Richard. He's down to 14, and a nice Paralyze on the Jusum Jin. Pretty cool. So he cannot use his Jusum. I do see a Soul Ring in his hand there. I wonder if he's going to play it out. No, he's not. Okay. He seems to be thinking, oh, and do I see there a balance? Is that a balance? It's hard to see. He's sacking the Lotus. Okay, he's playing the Soul Ring, so he's got 2 mana left in his pool. And yeah, it is a balance. Oh, this is so funny. So he's playing an Armageddon basically with his balance on the land destruction deck. So all the mana for Wouter are gone after a good start from Wouter. I mean, he's still got the Suchi. And he's discarding another Jusam. He's attacking with the Suchi. There is a Time Twister. I think that's a good move. Richard needs to find some land. He needs to find some land. And it's really the blue power here that's helping him getting back into the game. And the tutor, of course. Okay, and the Dark Ritual. So black has an equal part in his coming back to the game. Or are we gonna see another evil presence? Then Richard first needs to play a land. He has an untapped Jusum Jin that he can use to attack. But he needs to watch his life total as well. Plays a City of Brass. And Wouter with a Factory, so even more offensive power. And I see 2 black mana tapped. Does that mean a sinkhole? Yes, sir. It's a sinkhole, and the City of Brass goes. No, there's a tap, so damage for Richard from the city. And he plays a sword, so the sword's on the Suchi set. It's 4 life for Wouter. And obviously the city's gone. And he's gonna swing in with his Jusum Jin, so that's the first damage for Wouter here. Taking 5. Playing a Dark Ritual. And there's a Jusam. And another Dark Ritual. So he has now played 4 Dark Rituals. A playset of Dark Rituals this game. And that is really helping him. So all of a sudden he's got a Jusum Jin and a Hypnotic Spectre with a tapped Jusum Jin on the board. And oh, that's nice, a Royal Assassin. That's pretty good. And also Wouter must think, what you can do, I can do. Boom, here's a ritual into a hippie. And we have a hippie standoff. And there's the Library of Alexandria again. Not as effective now with an almost empty hand for Richard. And there's the attack with the hippies. They're trading off, and 5 damage for Wouter from the Jusums. But Richard is getting in trouble here with his life total. It's very low, taking 1 Jusum away. And this is interesting. I would have waited until the upkeep before... Oh no, of course, because the upkeep comes after the untap phase. Forget what I said. Attacking it with the Jusum, in for 5. It surprises me that he still plays so aggressively, being so low on his life total. Because now, yeah, that's game. And Wouter wins the 2nd game. So that means we're going into a 3rd game here. Pretty cool. So we are going into game number 3. And it's the first time that Richard is on the play, actually. So that could work in his advantage. Remember, he is playing against a land destruction deck. And, you know, being on the play with land destruction or not can make a huge difference. And apparently Richard took a mulligan, and Wouter as well, since they were scrying. And that's the start here. Wow, that's a classic start. Ritual into a hippie. That's what you want to do. That's what Wouter wants to do probably as well. Playing a Paralyze. That Paralyze works pretty good, actually, especially in combination with the land destruction. I really like that idea. And there is the sinkhole. And that means that Richard is going nowhere, and Wouter is really playing the deck the way he intended it to be played. Also, that combination between Paralyze and Royal Assassin, really nice. He's taking out the hippie, he's bringing the Sengir Vampire on board. Oh wow. That's 5 damage in, that's Hypnotic Spectre on the board. Wow, I didn't see this coming. I thought Richard is on the play, and that would be in his advantage. But this is a crazy start from Wouter, and here you can see how strong the deck is. And Richard is not getting any artifact mana like he did in that second game. And he's taking more and more damage, this time from the city. No, he's not. He's thinking, nope, I'm going to wait. I think there's a swords there. Yeah, and I forgot the name about that spell, but I think it's Blight, and if you tap a land, it gets destroyed at the end of turn. So here we see a swords played over the Sengir, gaining 4 life. For some reason the Blight is not going. Oh, he's tapping the land in response when he played the Blight, of course. Okay, yeah, that's why it's not gone. Sorry, I have to get my focus back here. And a balance, wow, that's a nice play here from Richard, because that is getting him back into the game. Yeah, and now the City of Brass goes. That's a nice play. And interesting to see here, by the way, is that because of that balance, at the moment when he plays the balance, he still has 2 lands. So in this case, Blight works very well for Wouter, because he ends up with land advantage, and there's a sinkhole. And despite the balance, it's not looking good for Richard. Wouter playing another Hypnotic Spectre, and that's the game. So Wouter wins it here with his mono black land destruction deck. Well done. So that's 2-1 for Wouter. Thank you for watching another episode of Timmy Talks, the channel where we talk old school magic. And see you next time.
Igitus figitus sumba kazee.